Russia batters Ukrainian military targets with fresh missile and drone strikes as fighting intensifies across multiple fronts. Putin orders a new wave of long-range strikes while Russian ground forces continue pressing forward on the battlefield. Russian missiles and glide bombs pound Ukrainian military infrastructure as Moscow sustains pressure across the front line. Kyiv's defense plants, port facilities, and armed forces positions come under heavy attack in a large-scale Russian assault. Russia tightens pressure on Ukraine by targeting key ports, bridges and defense hubs supporting frontline operations. Russia's defense ministry said its forces carried out a series of overnight missile and drone strikes across Ukraine on July 14. Moscow said the attacks targeted Ukraine's defense industry facilities in Kyiv as well as port infrastructure in the Odesa region. The defense ministry also claimed that Russian forces struck Ukrainian ports and military-use vessels supporting Kyiv's operations. Moscow said Russian Aerospace Forces destroyed an armed forces of Ukraine embankment crossing near Mayaki in the Donetsk People's Republic. Russia said its artillery and assault units continued attacking Ukrainian defensive positions behind the city of Konstantinovka. The defense ministry claimed Russian troops destroyed Ukrainian manpower, military equipment, and fortified positions during the operation. Moscow also said Russian artillery units destroyed several Ukrainian drone command posts in the Dnipropetrovsk region. Russia further claimed its forces eliminated a Ukrainian stronghold while advancing in the Dobropolye direction. The defense ministry said Russian assault units captured and cleared another fortified Ukrainian defensive position in the Zaporizhzhia region. Separately, Russia said its Navy and the People's Liberation Army Navy successfully completed the Maritime Interaction 2026 joint exercise. Moscow added that Russian and Chinese warships have now moved on to conduct joint maritime patrols following the conclusion of the drills. In a major setback for Volodymyr Zelensky, Russia claimed it had foiled an alleged Ukrainian drone attack targeting a key strategic site in Moscow. Russia alleged that Ukraine's SBU had planned to deploy 35 FPV drones in a coordinated strike against a high-value strategic location inside the Russian capital. The intercepted Ukrainian drones were reportedly fitted with Canadian-made control systems, according to claims made by Russian investigators. Russian authorities further alleged that each of the recovered drones carried warheads packed with nearly 4 kilograms of high explosives. A report claimed the drones were secretly smuggled into Russian territory through neighboring Slovakia and Poland before the planned operation. Hidden inside a shipment of Spanish roofing tiles, the operation allegedly received logistical support from European intelligence networks, Russian officials claimed. Ukraine allegedly deployed 2 Moldovan nationals who reportedly prepared a rented hangar that was intended to serve as the drone launch site. Russia further alleged that Ukraine's SBU recruited children between the ages of 13 and 16 to assist with the covert drone operation. Those children allegedly activated illegal SIM cards that were intended to support the planned drone attack in Moscow, according to Sputnik. On July 14, Russian authorities released a video that they said showed FSB agents dismantling the alleged Ukrainian drone operation before it could be executed. Russian officials claimed the drones were recovered from a warehouse, while alleging that the overall operation was led by a Russian national. The revelation surfaced just hours after Russia claimed it had uncovered another alleged Ukrainian plot involving advanced AI-guided attack drones. Russia's Federal Security Service, or FSB, said it had foiled what it described as a major Ukrainian drone operation targeting Russian military and defense facilities. The FSB claimed the alleged plot involved artificial intelligence-guided drones that were intended to strike a defense plant and military airfields inside Russia. Russian security officials described the operation as unprecedented in scale and threat level, claiming it represented a significant escalation in the use of advanced drone technology. The FSB alleged that Ukrainian intelligence organized the operation with support from Western handlers, according to multiple reports. Russia said drone components were smuggled into the Bryansk region, which borders Ukraine, as part of an effort to prepare the alleged operation. According to the FSB, the components were concealed inside containers and transported using fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles and balloons to avoid detection. Russian officials claimed the parts were later moved deeper into Russian territory using civilian vehicles equipped with hidden compartments. The FSB said drone components were delivered near airfields located in Russia's Far East and Ural regions as part of the alleged preparations for attacks. The agency claimed the drones were assembled in rented garages before being prepared for deployment against intended targets. Russian security officials said individuals suspected of involvement in the alleged operation were detained during the investigation. The FSB said it seized 24 first-person view, or FPV, drones equipped with artificial intelligence-based control modules during the operation. The agency claimed the drones carried explosive payloads equivalent to more than 1 kilogram of TNT each, increasing their potential destructive capability. The FSB also claimed that the artificial intelligence systems were designed to help the drones resist electronic warfare interference and maintain their effectiveness in contested environments. Russia said some of the electronic components used in the drones originated from the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Sweden. The FSB further claimed that it seized mobile ground control stations equipped with self-destruct mechanisms intended to prevent their capture or analysis. The agency said communication devices allegedly used to contact foreign handlers were also recovered during the investigation. The allegations come as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reportedly acknowledged that some weapons had been stored near civilian areas, adding to ongoing debate over wartime security measures. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said officials at Ukroboronprom had illegally stored weapons and ammunition close to residential homes in Vyshniv. Zelensky stressed that placing ammunition depots near civilian neighborhoods was expressly prohibited under existing safety regulations. His remarks came after a Russian strike hit the storage site, triggering powerful secondary explosions that devastated the surrounding area. Ukrainian authorities said 7 people were killed and dozens more were injured after the ammunition warehouse detonated. Zelensky said Ukraine's security service, the SBU, had identified the key officials responsible for the serious safety violations. He confirmed that the heads of 2 Ukroboronprom enterprises are now facing criminal investigations over the incident. Ukroboronprom Defense Conglomerate. Scale: oversees around 100 state-owned defense enterprises across Ukraine. Products: manufactures missiles, drones, armored vehicles, and a wide range of military equipment. Role: serves as one of Ukraine's largest and most important defense manufacturing organizations. Global standing: entered the world's top 50 defense companies following the expansion of production after 2022. Vyshniv was among the areas hardest hit during Russia's large-scale missile and drone attack on the Kyiv region on July 6. The powerful secondary explosions destroyed nearby homes, disrupted electricity supplies, and forced hundreds of residents to evacuate for safety.